Ooh, almost went back to back then. What's going on?
Play it twice, mate. Play it twice.
Play it twice. Play it thrice. Play it 3 times. Let me just enlarge my screen so I can see you better with these terrible eyes of mine. What's going on?
I cut myself shaving shortly before the stream, so I've got a little bleeder, man.
Oh, how will you ever survive? We got a bleeder.
Yeah. I think
Go
it's
and get
the
old get the old dunny paper and dab a little bit on there, like Norman Gunston. Bit of Norman Gunston. There's a throwback for you. That anyone in America that might be watching will have no idea who we're talking about. Oh, there you go. Please keep that there for the entire show. It looks like you've got yourself a little Bolivian marching powder problem. How are you, Aaron? Besides cutting yourself, how are you?
I'm good. I've recovered from my trip to the land of the long white cloud with the boss. I didn't get to see Campbell because apparently he lives on a different island.
Yep.
But yeah, Christchurch really turned it on. Fantastic, beautiful city, really nice place. And yeah, just trying not to buy the whole internet now that I'm back, because there are lots of Joes for sale lately, and I've been buying a few Joes. A bit naughty.
Yep.
But
That's okay.
Yeah, they ain't gone by themselves.
No. I've put myself on credit stop as of today, Aaron.
We'll get into that, won't we?
Yes, we shall. But before we do that, show me the money. Cha-ching, baby. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's see which scallywags are here.
Absolutely.
Throw this open. Oh, come on. Let's just come on. Where are we at? All right.
You're right, mate.
Oh, I'm right. I'm just pulling stuff and putting it up on screen, mate. Starting with Zazel. Choo Tuesday.
I considered putting Tuesday, as in choosing things, on the thumbnail, but it was a little bit long.
Okay.
I like the way things look, so I just went with the standard Tuesday. But maybe next time, free choice Tuesday.
Zazel has admirably filled in the gaps, and he has also informed us that he has his thinking jocks on. Will that do?
I'm sure it will.
Well, I instructed the chat to put their thinking caps on tonight because, excuse me.
It was just coming out of Zazel's jocks, I think.
Yeah. A little skinny action. Yes, as I was saying before I was interrupted, we've got no topic tonight. We're just freeballing it, aren't we? Just freeballing it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, we are.
Yeah. And as a result of that, we are going to throw to the audience at different points and just, tell them to lob us a topic, ask us a question.
Absolutely, yeah, do it. Yeah, absolutely. We'll answer anything. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. I don't have that sound effect here, but
no, Aaron doesn't have the sound effects tonight, guys. Simply because we tried to load them up on my end of StreamYard and it wasn't working. So, in lieu of that, Aaron has decided that he is going to go old school and just pipe some in with a little bit of a speaker action. So yeah, there we go. We're innovators around here, guys. Hey, hang on. Who stepped on a duck? Hello, come in. So welcome to our friend Phil, Treasures for Trigger. He's wishing Tuesday was a place to work or not day. That's fair. That is fair, Phil. I didn't work today, so that wasn't by choice. That was by design.
Seen quite a lot of Phil lately, haven't we?
We have
Yeah,
Filthy Phil is always welcome. Much like this guy.
the weekend in my
Yeah. It's the Cobra Pit.
oh jeez, yeah, seen a bit of him lately too. But I
Sure
spent more time
have.
with Phil over the weekend than I reckon I did my actual wife, which was
And we spent time with Quino here as well over on Campbell's stream.
yeah. We spent quite a lot of time with Quinton because Campbell dropped out a bit.
Yes, he did. Which
Yeah.
which comes as no surprise to anyone.
Severe internet
Because
problems.
that is Campbell's internet. That
Yeah.
is you can hear right now, all the way from
Absolutely.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
And all the way from Arizona is Johnny Reno. Welcome, Johnny. Thanks for checking in, mate.
Scotch glass, Scotch glass, Scotch glass, Scotch glass, Scotch glass. 5 Scotch glasses.
Cheers.
So that's 1 for you two and 3 for me.
Sounds pretty good. And hello, Nate.
Oh, Nate.
Good evening, sir.
Nate is here. Hello, Nate.
Nate is here.
Good to see you, mate.
And speaking of thinking caps, Campbell has his on firmly. Welcome, Campbell. Good to see you once again.
Hello,
and it
Campbell.
is Aussie Eric Harper.
Oh, Aussie Eric Harper.
It's not a stream without a Harper named Eric. It really isn't.
Yep.
It really isn't.
And a few other things, but I'm sure we'll get to all of them as well.
Yes, we will. And Eric Harper has kept it simple and sweet with boys. The boysies.
Work.
All
Dogs
righty.
comes.
Oh,
there he is.
we have a newcomer.
Matt
This
Spucky.
This is an old friend of mine. Morgan and I go way back. We used to play basketball together. Yeah. I've known Morgan. Oh, mate. How long have I known you, Morgs? Probably about 30 years now, give or take. Yeah. Close to that. Close to that. We grew up in the same area. I actually caught up with Morgan on the weekend when I went to the Yarraville
Toy Fair
collectors meet last weekend, whenever it was. I'm losing track of time. Anyone else? Okay, well, look, we got to throw this up there. The generous bloke that is Zazel. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you very much. Buy some subs up Periscope. We said, look, it's right there in the tickers, Hazel. We said we weren't going to talk about subs tonight. We covered subs. Like, we can't always talk about submarines. Like, it would be boring. Like, we just can't.
We swore we would never talk about such things ever again. It's just
I know, right? Like,
just if you and I don't drag each other into it, our fans do. Our real fans.
They can't help themselves.
Our fans that are not based in Botswana.
And Scotty Garvin's here. And he says, I am here, even though it was free choice not to watch. Well, look, thank you for joining us, Scotty.
Thank you, Scotty. Good work, brother bear.
And you've got to mention in the ticket tonight, Lilith. Good evening, collectors of the plastic crack. That we are, Lilith. That we are. So yeah, I think. Oh, hang on, mate. We haven't gotten through everyone. There's a fair few people here tonight, bro. Matt Lilly. Hello,
Lily.
Matt.
Hello,
Good
Matt.
evening. And this guy, this scallywag, Alan
yeah.
Grant. Hey, boys. So why is the Astro Viper the best Viper? So this is the first question we've gotten tonight, Aaron. I'll let you field this one.
Why is the Astro Viper the best Viper? So I assume Alan's asking us to make a case for the Astro Viper.
I guess. Look, if you want, you can sit on this and we can revisit it. I'll star it.
I've got an answer right away. I want to get it.
He's got an answer. I
want to get a figure out though, hey.
Johnny on the spot over here. Look at you go, hey.
I've got to get a figure out. Let me get a figure out, and then I'll get them both out, hey. I'll get version 1 and version 2. I'll be right back.
Oh, look out.
Yeah, just don't look at my shorts. I'm wearing.
You're pulling out both barrels, mate.
I'm wearing my going to bed shorts, so don't look too closely. I think I'll stop bleeding.
I'm not wearing any pants, so there you go.
I'll get the Astro Vipers. Hang on.
Okay. While Aaron gets the Astro Vipers, let's just have a little goosey gander at who else might be floating around the. I think we've caught up with the chat. But Phil is making mention that New Zealand is the land of the long white dial-up, and Campbell can attest to that. Oh, mate, seriously, don't be silly. Where are you? Hang on. Your thing's bloody popped off the screen. Where are you? Where are you? This StreamYard's just jumped ahead. Bloody stupid thing. This is what I wanted to say. Campbell, yes. I truly want to apologize for that. Don't be silly. You don't need to apologize. Campbell's talking about his internet on the stream. Shit happens. Shit happens,
what? Mate. Did Campbell bring it up or did someone else bring it up?
Well, Phil made a comment, which I'll show you again.
Phil brought it up. You should know he's from there. So.
And it was a bloody awesome time. We had fun. It was a rollicking good time.
It was heaps of fun.
Hang on, Aaron. We've got a complaint. Nate's out of here. See you, Nate. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, we put the submarines behind our paywall.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. See, my math off the top of my head was pretty bloody good, Morgs. Pretty bloody good. Yeah. And for some context here, Morg's saying, yeah, I was around 15 when Edge introduced me to you. So Edge is my cousin. And he is not the guitarist from U2, just in case you're wondering. But yes.
Is that his real name?
His real name is Edric, but he gets called Edge. Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah. So
Astro Vipers.
Alan's really hung up on the Astro Viper tonight.
Yeah, well, I've got them both here. So there is the version 1 Astro Viper. And he's quite.
Yep.
I got a good deal on him. He's actually really quite minty. I was pretty happy with him. Nice and complete. But here is the lesser known version 2 Astro Viper, which makes no sense at all in a lot of ways. But he is one of my favorites for I don't know what reason.
Okay.
I suppose I'm supposed to give a reason, though. That was the question. Why is Astro Viper the best Viper?
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. It's always better in space.
Well, look, speaking of, here's another question for you, Aaron.
Has the Astro Viper seen Uranus? Has now.
And G.I. Joe got stuck. And G.I. Joe got stuck into the water.
Yeah. 3 3/4 inch plug.
The waters of Uranus. Okay. Well, that's the Astro Viper out of the way.
Honestly, this is a really good color. In terms of neon, it's a beautiful neon color.
I just want to make the screen large so I can get a better look at that.
Yeah.
I never had that. I had the first one. But it is pretty cool looking, except for the bodgy orange weapons, but whatevs. But they're full bodge, mate. When they went to go like it was one thing to go neon with the figures, cool. Yeah. I'll allow it. But with the weapons, like, come on. They could have kept the weapons more muted, black, grey, whatevs. But like,
yeah, I think
even the stand's orange, bro.
Yeah, it's good. Orange seemed to be a favourite colour of that time period, didn't it? Give a gold figure orange weapons. Yeah, they did. Yeah. They did seem to enjoy that.
Not my cup of tea, but alas, we shall move on because we got another question, Aaron.
Oh, do we?
From Scotty. It's a bit of a read. Will they bring back a G.I. Joe cartoon? The 24. Yeah, cool. Already. Yep. Obviously, yeah. Look, Resolute was another example of a more recent one. What do you think, Aaron? I think they'd be foolish not to. We've seen the recent animated Transformers film, and although I don't think it was a resounding success, it did receive a lot of positive feedback. would a theatrical release be warranted? Probably not. But throwing it on streaming, sure, why not? Another good example is that Terminator anime that was on Netflix recently. So, look, it can be done. How soon they do it? Well, it is Hasbro we are talking about.
I think it would be difficult as long as there's a war in Ukraine, a war in the Middle East, as long as there's some sort of conflict going on in the world. I think parents aren't too keen on their kids watching cartoons about anti-terrorist organizations.
It's a tricky one. I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
There has to be, if they did it, there has to be an element of make-believe, really go to the MacGuffin sort of stuff. I think we've had this conversation before. Do the far-fetched stuff, bring that in. You can't just have all army boys sort of cartoon show. But if you had a bit of funky stuff in there, you could probably
have to lean into that sort of things. And Zazel's made a very salient point. There is a lot of legends in the chat tonight, and it is awesome to see all of you. Thank you for joining us. What else you got for me, mate? Before we do some more questions, what else you got?
This. Have I shown you this?
Show me what you got. Show me what you got.
Since I got this, I don't think I've actually shown you.
I think you sent me like still images when you first got it. But you have. Yeah. That's a big bitch.
Isn't it? It's like the old Yellow Pages.
It's huge.
And I'm halfway through issue 8 so far. So I've had it a couple of weeks and just making my way through it. I wouldn't say it's the most. Set me back $100, and I wouldn't say it's bulletproof. Like it's like an old. It's like one of those old anime sort of comics you'd pick up from a drugstore in Japan.
Been there.
I'm sure Phil would. I'm sure Phil would understand. Those ones you read from this end, but it feels like one of those. I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it would be hard wearing, but that suits me because I got this because I wanted to read it. So all of my comics, they'll sit in the bottom of my cabinet, but this sucker, this is what I'll be reading. And for those that don't know what this is a reprint of the original A Real American Hero series of comics, issue 1 through to 50. It is available in as part of that Kickstarter, which is very expensive and has lots of other bits and pieces in it. But this version is also available on Amazon, I reckon, for about $100. I got mine from King's Comics in Sydney. Shout out to King's Comics. Good shop that. Wanted to support the locals, so pre-ordered with King's Comics. But it's designed for reading, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to read it, and I'm going to catch up on all the lore that I don't know about, Adam, as you have been urging me to do so for quite some time.
This is like a proud dad moment hearing me say that. And, every now and then, so you guys have some more context, Aaron will send me like a message saying, oh, I just read this story about the da-da-da or talking about something. And a little bit of my heart just skips a beat. It's awesome, man. It's a great pickup on your behalf. I do have a question for you.
Shoot.
When you're reading that, are you reading it in bed before you go to sleep?
Yeah.
Is it hard? That's what she said coming. Is it hard to hold when you're reading it?
So I just prop myself up on the headboard and I put the bastard on my gut. It just sits here on my gut like this. Yep. So I have a ready-made stand thanks to all of the cheap beer that I've drunk after cricket on Saturday. I just
use your stomach as a stable table, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, it's easy reading. It's quite flexible. It's just like looking at a phone book, really. So I think if it was hardcover and it was a little bit more expensive, I'd want to take care of it. But yeah, this is going to be my reader version. I'll just don't plan on dining out on this in 20 years' time. So I'll just
Yeah, that's it. That's what it's there for, man. Just to smash it. Absolutely smash it. This message is for you, Aaron.
Now the best Viper is Heli. Adam had to go back to store in Melbourne for you to own it. Yes.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's true. You own the Heli Viper. It is true.
Yeah, I've got a Heli Viper.
Yep, you do. What was I going to say to you? I did have a question for you. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Hang on one moment. Un moment, por favor. All right. Zazel.
Ooh. That's a good question.
It's a good question. It's a ripper of a question.
Yeah. I obviously wanted Tomax and Zammot, and I've still got to buy them, I think. I wanted them in their suits. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I wanted them in the suits.
Yep.
So my number one is already off the list, to be honest.
What's that, sorry?
My number one's already off the list. Tomax and Zammot. You know what else I'd like? I'd like a Mara figure. That'd be good too. Because
Mara.
I want to take photographs of Shipwreck and Mara doing romantic things. That'd be good.
Well, have you ordered are they available for order, the Tomax and Zammot yet? Can you get them yet?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't looked.
I feel like they're out. Aren't they out? Didn't they come out? I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon an old friend of ours might have received some and actually filmed a short for his channel.
Don't know who you're talking about. Anyway, so moving right along. Mate, you're not doing that one justice tonight, unfortunately, because it's not as loud as I would like it to be.
Turn it up if you want,
mate. Turn it up. Go nuts. Go ham.
Nah, it's all right. It's all right. It's your show, man. You're running the joint tonight.
It's our show, Aaron. It's our show. Don't be like that.
Do you know how relaxing it is not to have to deal with the chat, the sound effects, the ticker, the intro? Just sit here talking. It's the best. I reckon you should do this every week, mate.
Shut up. You enjoy it. Let's not tell pork pies, mate. I do. Campbell's made a comment here.
He sent you some cash.
Free balling live stream. Cha-ching, guys. Thank you, Campbell, for the super chat. You're a generous lad. Much appreciated, mate. And yes, free ball all the way. Go Commando. So, there are a couple of questions in the ticker, Aaron, that...
okay. Can I show you something else I got this week?
Absolutely.
I got this.
Bring it on.
I got one of these. I got a Cobra officer.
Okay. Where did he come from?
He came from eBay. He was, I reckon, $30 posted I got him for. So I did pretty good. He doesn't have any logo on his chest, which I might fix with a water slide decal at some point. I'm not sure. Or I could just leave it like that. But pretty chuffed. He's otherwise in really good condition.
Nice.
Yeah, very happy with that.
That's a great figure. That's a great figure.
Haven't had an officer until now, and now I've got one. So that was a good pickup. That one.
You can tick that box, mate. Box.
Yeah, absolutely. So that rocked up. Anyway, the ticker's about to restart, which is perfect timing.
Well, look, we'll get to that in a second, I guess. Who doesn't love a good Hydro Viper?
Yeah. Especially with a... Oh, yeah. Should I get the Hydro Viper out? He's up there.
Don't worry about it. Because I would like... going back to what we were saying about the ticker, there was a question in there that...
should we start with the weather?
Well, no. We don't need to worry about the weather. Like, we're 25 minutes into the show. Like,
let me tell you about... I'm going to tell you what's going on in my life, Adam.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to get hot this weekend. As you
Oh,
know, I play a lot of cricket.
yes, you do.
I'm having a biopsy on Friday
Okay, I did not
for
know
a
this.
suspicious spot on my face. So I
Oh,
don't think you can.
okay.
Yeah, this spot up here. So it was actually identified in a free checkup that my work runs for all the employees, and they sent me
Yep.
off to the skin doctor, and the skin doctor says, that one's got to go. So yeah, I'm getting it scraped off my face on Friday afternoon, and sent away for a further inspection. So wear sunscreen, people,
Yep.
particularly when you're a pasty, freckly ranger like me.
Yep.
Yep.
I was out walking dogs today because it was warm down here, and I
Oh.
put the old slip slap on there. So
Yeah.
yep, it is
Yep.
important. It is important, especially if
Mhm.
you are fair skinned.
Yep.
Now, how about acrylic casing for toys? Aaron, you want to talk about that tonight?
All right, we'll talk about that.
I know that's a favorite of yours. I know how much you love acrylic casing for toys.
We haven't had the jar out in a while, have we?
Can't hear you. You're trapped inside an acrylic case
Oh,
of
yeah.
emotions.
I put it in front of the microphone. We haven't had the jar out in a while, have we?
No. I like to get on the jars. I did like to get on the jars, but
Hmm.
that's not really my idea of a good time, those jars. Some people like them, though. That's okay. We like what we like.
I feel like I should be playing the sound effect. I can't find it.
Later,
Oh, yeah.
Morgs.
Thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, thanks
maybe
for coming past, mate.
go subscribe to
and
me if you feel like being my 154th subscriber.
Yeah. Give Ronnie a sub if you haven't already, Morgs. And for those of you out there, if you're into comic books, Simon's a massive Spider-Man collector. So Mad Spidey is kind of, somewhat explanatory. But yeah, check out his channel, folks. You're still trapped inside the acrylic casing.
90s payload.
Free yourself from the acrylic. Free yourself. It's very hard to keep up with the chat tonight, mate. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of talking, and I'm trying not to miss any questions for us. So, as much as you have my undivided attention, I am glancing down here.
I bet Campbell's saying hello to everyone. He always does that.
Probably. Lila's talking it up.
This fits beautifully on my head.
That's a good look, bro. That looks good.
Like 1993 wetsuit.
Oh dear. I think this is for you, Aaron. A show of support from Scotty Garvin. I think. Yes,
thank you, Scott. I know you've had challenges with health of late. Not that it's going to be a huge drama, but yeah, I will feel a bit sore and sorry for myself on Friday night, no doubt. See how we go.
And Phil's liking your new look. Can you please put your acrylic hat back on, mate? That's your acrylic thinking cap, Aaron.
Just catching all the creativity before it dissipates.
Oh dear. Where do we go from here? What about thrift store finds, Aaron? You got any good thrift store finds lately? Maybe any content about any thrift store finds? Maybe that's a good idea for your next video. You can do a thrift store find.
Oh yeah,
little savers, little cheeky savers run, mate. What do you reckon?
I picked up a few things. Like, I don't know if I've shown you the Asterix book before. Have you seen this?
I don't recall.
I'll get this out. Careful.
He might hear you.
Yeah, so I found this at a thrift store. It's the Asterix 1980 annual. Pretty cool, huh?
Nice.
Yep. I am partial to a bit of an annual. I've got all the Action Force ones, as you know. Like they're fantastic. So scored that at Savers for a whopping $2.99. I don't know if you can see that, $2.99.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. What else did I get from a thrift store once? All of this stuff. Yeah, like if you go into a thrift shop, like you can come across like all of these.
Choose your own adventure, baby.
Yeah. I got a huge selection of them. So for someone that doesn't collect anything other than GI Joes, I've got quite a lot of shit sitting around.
You got a lot of little knick-knacky things. Yeah, definitely. Campbell is enjoying the content, Aaron. He's enjoying the content, and it's making his day better.
Oh, that's there's no point making it worse, mate.
That's exactly right. Oh, hang on. Coming to you live. It is Joe Recondo. Good morning, sir.
Oh, hello, Joe. Oh,
what do you know?
It's been a little while. I know. I think was Joe traveling with his missus for his anniversary? Was that what was going on, or was that someone else? I can't remember.
I'm not too sure. Perhaps he will let us know.
Yeah, let us know, Joe. You legend.
Campbell is giving you another prop for.
Oh yeah. I was pretty stoked for Campbell with that. That was a good sort of thrift find, that one.
And fill people in on who might not have seen that on Campbell's show, like what you did.
So I obviously was in New Zealand for work last week, and I just out of interest, whilst I was having a moment to myself in the hotel, as you do when you're all alone on a work trip. Oh, that sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? I set my Facebook Marketplace to New Zealand and typed in G.I. Joe, and one of the first things that came up was in Palmerston North, which is in Campbell's neck of the woods, and it was a framed toy shop poster advertising Action Force for a whopping $15 New Zealand. So I messaged it, I shared it over to Campbell. I said, "Is this near you, mate?" He said it is, and he picked it up the next day, and it is stunning. So I think he showed it off on his stream the other night. So maybe if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It's very cool. Real sort of display piece. He's done beautifully with it. So.
Yep, absolutely. It was a nice find.
Yeah.
Do you want to see what I got this week?
Shoot. This will be good. I messed up my hair in my clear box. Anyway.
That's okay, mate. You still look good. I got the Birdman.
Raptor.
Yep.
Very nice.
And this is the first time I've actually looked at it. I pulled it out of the box today because it came with a couple of other things. And yeah, I haven't opened it. I don't know when I will. Probably in the next couple of days. But yeah, I got the Birdman.
That's one that does have to come out of the box because its features.
I'll review it, even though like it's been out in the States, in America for a month or so now. I'll review it just because. But that's the only Joe thing I've pretty much gotten.
But you have made some purchases this week, though.
Yes, Aaron.
I think we start this conversation by saying, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned."
We've gone down a new rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I can't even even if I wanted to get them all and show you, I think it would be too much. In terms of trying to hold it here and operate this and display things.
Show us. Just confess to what you have done.
20 Marvel Legends in the last week and a half.
20. That number was 17 the other night. How did it rise to 20 all of a sudden?
Sorry, what was the question?
That number was 17 the other night. How did it rise to 20 all of a sudden?
Yeah, well, look, things happen. Yep. Idle hands do the devil's work, Aaron. You know this.
20 Marvel Legends.
in the span of a week or so.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yep. Now, I have been clever with this, though.
Yeah.
I've used vouchers here and there to get a couple of things. I've found bargain basement prices. Like I got one of them for $5.
Good work.
Yeah. Like I've been utilizing discounts. Like Zing has just like gutted like stuff by half price. So, I got a couple for like $22, which is what they pay in America for them around that,
Sweet.
And I haven't busted my chops financially. So, it's been good. I am sticking to a rule when it comes to this collecting. I'm not going all in. Like we're talking 20 plus years of that line being a thing. And like, no, Adam doesn't want to do that. Adam doesn't want that. Adam doesn't need that.
Famous last words.
No, it's true. So the rule of thumb is this, Aaron.
Yeah.
No MCU shit.
Okay.
All right. Only characters that are from books that I read as a kid. All right. And I read a lot of books. I read a lot of different books. Like I read all the Avengers and all the Spider-Man titles, Punisher, Daredevil, Like, so I've got to be concise here when I say all the books. Like, I don't want every Avenger. Like, I don't really have a desire to have like the different versions. You know what I mean? There's classic looks. There's classic looks that I like. That's where I'll stay with them. I'm more about the villains, Aaron. I like the villains. So
that's funny.
I know it's kind of on brand, really, isn't it?
Glad you said it.
Yeah.
And the other rule, 20 at a time. Yes, Phil.
To be fair, Philsy, it has been dragged out over the span of days. All right. So not 21 hits. All right.
So he's averaging 5.5 a day at them.
To answer your question, Lilith, so nothing pre-2012, because a lot of those are arse, to be honest. And like a lot of those have been remade and stuff anyway. So yeah, but there's certain teams, like for instance, there's a bunch of teams. There's a bunch of villains called the Serpent Society, and I was mad for those characters in the Captain America title that I read as a kid. The Mark Gruenwald run of Captain America was like 179 issues. I actually own that entire run, and it's like one of the longest runs a writer has been on in the history of Marvel. It's amazing. So in that time, he created a lot of characters. So the Serpent Society were a big thing for me, Crossbones and people like US Agent, people like that. So yeah, I'm being specific, keeping it under control, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, circular motion. All right.
Cool, man.
Yep. It's definitely not personal. To answer the question, I have dabbled in the line on and off since the Toy Biz.
Oh, it's very personal. He wanted to compare them to his penis,
which is also legendary. So,
said
nobody ever.
6 inches.
My wife's about to kick this door down in a second. Stop telling lies. Yeah, so I've dabbled in the line since like it was Toy Biz created it, and when I say dabble, I've probably had the sum total of about 10 figures in 20 odd years. So, so yeah, we've just jumped a little bit, Aaron, just a fraction, all right. Okay. Just a fraction.
Oh, we're never far away from talking about dick. I mean...
a smidge. just the tip. Oh, the tip of the spear. Oh dear. All right, let's get this back on track, Aaron. Let's get this back on track. Yeah, so that's what's happened. That's what happened in my toy world at the moment. What's this question? Which is better, bro?
Oh, his dick is.
Oh dear. I was going to say something there, but I'm not. I'm just going to let it go. 6 inches of plastic, fully rigid. Oh, sweet Lord, have mercy. God, this show's gone. Gone to the dogs, mate. Looks like we clearly stayed on top.
Oh, what did you say to me the other night? Did I share the message that you sent to me about Phil and why you love him so much?
Yeah, sure.
You sent me a message the other night, and you said, "Let me see if I can find it." Gotta scroll back.
You can't be that far back.
No.
See, Phil, we're talking about you in private.
He just says, "I love Phil. He's a dry, funny cunt."
It's true. All of it. Yep. A legend. An absolute weapon of a human.
What was the comment the other night? Something about going below the waterline or something like that. What were we talking about? Oh, I can't remember. I have to go back and watch Campbell's stream
Which part of the stream?
Phil came up with a one-liner like that's a bit below the waterline, or I got to keep my head above water, or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Campbell has a question for you, Aaron.
How do you know, Aaron? What has happened here? It only happened one time.
No comments.
No, nothing's happened. It was a long time ago as well.
Very long time ago.
Like, everyone's forgotten about it.
Oh dear. What else, mate? What else you got for me?
Well, I've got some things on the way, but I don't like talking about them before they arrive. But we never talk about stuff that we buy anyway, so I could probably tell you what I got. I've got a kill haul coming,
nice.
a version 1 kill haul. Yeah, I picked him up for I reckon about $55 or something. So that's from Matt Littleboy. He's selling off his collection, and I've also got a complete Red Star coming too. So I had a bit of a heavyweight. I don't like getting into bidding wars with people. I always think just be patient, another one will come up. But this one I wanted, so I got into a bidding war with someone, which is breaking one of my own rules. But I want it, and it's a complete Red Star. So I know we are fated, or we've spitballed the idea of talking about the October Guard at some point. Now that I've read issue 6 and 7 in the comic, we can do that. But yeah, maybe we can do so when Red Star rocks up. So I've got Red Bear. He's sitting up there. There he is. No, he's doing a bit of a Moscow march.
Yeah, nice. He's still in the same pose from your photo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I posted him on my Insta the other night. But yeah, I got Red Star coming, so maybe when he rolls up, we can talk about some October Guard. But there's a whole bunch of other figures there as well. The other thing is, I've been sending things out this week, so I got a nice package from I got a nice package from Casey and Eric and the whole podcast from the Pit crew. Apparently, there was lots of contributors to this little package.
Yep.
Where are you going, mate?
I'm still here. I'm just getting something.
Okay.
Remember,
all right,
I'm not
all
wearing any pants.
right. Oh, fair enough. All right. Yeah, it's a beautiful penis. So yeah, Casey sent me a box full of bits and pieces that I had to redistribute. So there were other gifts in here for other members of the community, which I have packaged up this week and sent out. Well, they'll be going out tomorrow. Look at this is a really small box, but look what Casey paid in freight from America for that. $66.20 American for a box that big. That's obscene. That's like $100 Australian to get that here. Unbelievable.
Let's talk about freight and stuff for a second.
Yeah.
So prior to the show, we had a discussion about postage and things like that.
We did.
And because I sent Aaron something that I got him at that Yarraville swap meet, collector's fair.
You've teased me with and not shown me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What I teased you with. And so I sent that on Saturday morning around 10 a.m. Australia Post took it out of my hands. And it hasn't even left Melbourne yet. Aaron's in Adelaide, right? Aaron's in Adelaide. I'm in Victoria. Okay?
I could have driven there to pick it up and come back.
Far away. 8 hours you could have driven around. You could have already driven here and gotten it, mate. All right?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I could have taken the long route. I could have gone down the Great Ocean Road, checked out a few things on the way. Could have stopped in at Lawn and said hello to a few hippies, mate.
Absolutely. Gone to my old stomping ground of Horsham, got a meat pie at the best bakery in the middle of the town and come and see me. Now, 8 hours away, 4 days ago, they took that package, right?
Yeah.
Now, 4 days ago, Aaron, in the midst of hysteria of Adam in Marvel Legends go mode, like, gotta find these figures, guys.
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
I ordered a pack from Amazon. I'll show you that pack. It's a pretty good pack. It's the Cabal 3-pack with Doctor Doom, Iron Patriot, and Taskmaster. All right. I had an Amazon voucher to use, so it hardly cost me anything. It cost me $60. All right.
Yeah.
Which is a bargain. Now, paid for that on the 7th. All right. It's processed immediately, of course, with Amazon and slated for arrival on the 19th of this month.
Yeah.
It came today, Aaron. And where did it come from, Aaron? I told you, didn't I? I told you where it came from.
The UK.
The UK. 4 days from London, England to Australia to my doorstep. 4 days.
Rule Britannia.
But Australia Post can't get a package interstate in 4 days. A small package. I didn't send Aaron something the size of the USS Flag either. Let's just be mindful. It is a small box, very akin to the one that he showed you on screen. 4 days. 4 days from the UK. Make it make sense. Anyway, that's my freight rant over. Hope you enjoyed it.
4 days is a long time to wait for a 1993 snowstorm as well, just quietly. Especially when I've got about 40 of them already.
You really think I'd send you one of those bodgy things?
Possibly. Do you want to see how many I've got? They're all here.
Oh, I know you've got a lot. What if I told you that you are incorrect? It is not that.
2. 3.
Let's have a look. See here.
4.
You keep pulling those up. I'm just gonna have a look.
5.
Yep, keep counting.
6. I've got more. We're up to 6. Don't forget. Where are they all? Yeah, boy. Oh, the dog will come running if I say that. Where are all my snowstorms? bit of a mess here. Oh, here we go. So we're up to
Lightning.
6, right? 6.
6.
7.
Oh, you might want to
8.
see this. Do you need a hand on the snowstorm repairing front?
Don't fix it. Just send it to me. 9. 10.
We are going to be here for a while.
11. 12.
And that's the show, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. We're just going to wind things down here with Aaron counting out all 41, 42, 43 of the snowstorms.
I'll stop. But yeah, there's more in there. Yeah, it's funny because I've got the theme for this week's collab in the G.I. Joe photography group I'm in on Instagram is troop builders, and everyone's sending in nice photos of their their range vipers or their rock vipers or whatever. I'm about to go out and take a photo of mass snowstorm army.
Well, that's I think what Nate said here. It's a
flurry
of snowstorms.
Yeah, it's an entire blizzard of snowstorms.
It is a blizzard.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? He's a really nice figure. He's better than other snow characters. That's for sure.
Maybe you know what, Aaron? That just gave me a good idea for some content, Aaron. Got a good idea for some content. Do you like content, Aaron? Do you like content? Are you content to make content?
You want me to play a sound effect? You've got to give me a little bit more warning, mate. Especially when
you've got a flurry of snowstorms to contend with there, mate.
Yeah, I've got all these snowstorms here, but alas, I found it.
Do you want to hear my idea though?
There you go. Yeah, shoot. What's the idea for that?
Jeez, that sounds so excited. What about a list of our favorite snow characters from Joe?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, we can.
A top 10?
Yeah.
Top 10?
Yeah. I'd have Snowstorm in probably the top 40. No. He's pretty cool though, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, he operates in the snow, so of course he's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a vehicle. He just walks around.
He just walks around, mate.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a beard either, apparently.
No. Doesn't need a... Yeah. Yeah. What a legend.
Yeah. Yep. I've always applauded you for going left field in terms of, such an obscure character and collecting that many of them. I rate it. Because like you said, anyone can army build vipers, but
well, not everyone can, Only rich people can army build vipers. If you want to army build snowstorms, those 40 snowstorms cost me about $53.
Yeah, but you know what? It's different. That's what I like about it.
And that was a thrift store find as well. That's legendary, that thrift store find.
Yep.
That's how I ended up with so many of them.
Yep.
A good mate of mine said, walk into that shop, and as you're walking in, just say to the universe, I'm going to find a G.I. Joe. And I did that, not thinking anything would come of it. Sure enough, there was a snowstorm in a bag down the back of Savers. And upon sharing that story to the masses, everyone started sending me their snowstorms. So I haven't paid for a lot of them.
It's good.
Send me your snowstorms, peeps.
It's good.
Yeah.
I wish I had more to give you, but I'm running on steam right now.
Hey, we've been at it an hour, which is sort of standard for us anyway.
Yeah.
And we've run over time the last few weeks. Just in the, I suppose, all the fun and frivolity we've been involved in. So I'm not too fast. What are we planning for next week?
We've got no plans thus far.
No, I think we have to get Zazel on board for the idea that we discussed some time ago before Zazel went on holiday, because that was a good idea. I wish I could talk about it, but I don't want to give the game away.
No.
I think we do need to cover the October Guard. So maybe if Red Star rocks up this week, maybe we can chat about that next week. Maybe you can teach me about the October Guard.
Sure, we could possibly do that.
Yeah, but I do know a little bit more than what I did before because
Yes.
I've read issue 6 and 7 now. So.
You've still got more reading ahead of you, though.
Oh, with the October Guard, is there more? Yeah. Okay.
That's why I haven't been so gung ho about it, because I know you're making your way downtown and
gung ho downtown.
Yeah, making your way downtown. You know, Vanessa Carlton.
You're getting all punny on me again, aren't you? This is a G.I. Joe live stream. I haven't got all gung ho. Wait till you get downtown. It's like, you know. All right, try and put sludge viper in a sentence now, dickhead.
That was completely unintentional. I was more interested in getting the Vanessa Carlton reference in there, but yeah, look, we can do it, but I feel like it would be best served once you've got some more reading done.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
we were. Oh yeah, were we going to do a show on the top 10 G.I. Joes that are not dead? And in not dying, they brought a tear to the eye.
Tears of joy, perhaps, because they're still alive.
To see, hey, we might not even stream next week. Depends on how big a hole I've got in my face. But
True.
I have been asked to go on podcast from the pit again on Saturday night. So, yeah, interesting. Talking about 1991 figures, which is again right in my sweet spot. There's a bunch of 1991 figures I had when I was a kid. So they'll no doubt make my list, and Casey and Eric will surely sit there looking blankly at me. Hey, don't knock the 90s Joes. They're awesome. So that's Saturday night. But yeah, Tuesday we'll come up with something. We'll come up with something funny.
If we do it, we do it. If we don't, we don't. That's how we roll.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. Yeah, but shit always comes to me. You know what I'm like. Yeah. Shit always comes to me, and
it does.
We usually hammer it out in our messenger chat.
Yes, we do.
We just sit there like, oh my god, we're so clever.
We are flying by the seat of our pants at the best of times, and when something strikes, we just go with it. And that's how we roll.
It's the best way to be. It's just literally just funny concepts that we've dreamt up and riff on each other about. It's been very good. So I appreciate you, Adam. That's it's been a fun journey so far.
Back at you, mate. Back at you.
Definitely enriched my life, and I'll just keep obviously meeting heaps of really cool people. And I mean, the fact that I'm sending out all these packages this week, sending stuff to Phil, I've been making buttons all week for you guys. I appreciate everyone.
It's been a good ride, mate. It's been a good ride thus far, and I feel like it's only the beginning. So
it's only the beginning.
Yeah, it's like we're on the roller coaster, and you know how the roller coaster go duk, 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 and they're going up. It hasn't even hit the peak and just gone wow, like so.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this time next week I could have 157 subscribers. I mean, it's rare air.
Yeah. Follow this man on Instagram. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't already.
Yeah.
If you're watching this for the first time.
If you want to send me $3.49, if you want to send me $3.49, you'll have to do it via other means.
Anyway, I think we'll call it a night.
Yep.
I haven't had dinner yet. I'm pretty hungry. Are you hungry? Here's a question for you. Have you had dinner? If not, what are you having?
I haven't had dinner, and Tuesday night is a fend for myself night, and it's when obviously we're talking G.I. Joes. It's when I do regress. I do slip back into childish things on Tuesday nights.
Yep.
And I am about to go out in the kitchen and pour some water into a massive saucepan and add 2 or 3 packets of Maggi 2-minute noodles. Maybe a bit of
what flavor?
Oh, chicken. Yeah.
Chicken?
Yeah. And I will probably cook some toast as well. But Tuesday night, yeah, I'm instructed to fend for myself because the wife goes out into the lounge room and watches Orange is the New Black or Below Deck Mediterranean or Love Island or something.
Wow.
And yeah, I come in here and I talk to all you blokes. So I'll go on. Yeah. Yes.
Get your noodles into you. Or get that MSG soaked goodness all up in your belly.
Yeah, I mean, they make you giggle when they wiggle, mate. What can I say? They just taste so good from your head down to your feet.
Phil's up for tacos after watching my recent video. Here's a pro tip. Don't go to Taco Bell. It's not that great.
No, I mean, it's edible.
It's edible. That's about it.
When's your next video coming out? When's the
look, I've got to get to that.
No shit.
Yeah, I got to get to that. Today was a write-off, mate. I had dog walks out the wazoo and other crap to contend with. Thursday, I might do the Raptor review, but in order to do one of the other like Toys and Tucker installments, I have to do a bit more planning. So
that's fair.
And I prefer to do those when the weather's nice. If the weather's cactus and you're filming outdoors, it's not nice. So I try and strike on sunny days.
Good luck with that in Melbourne, mate.
Hey, look, it's been good lately. Like we're heading into summer. Don't want to speak too soon, but it's been good lately. But yeah, it's coming soon.
I might wheel something out on Friday, before I go and get my face looked at.
Do it.
I've got to do my top 10 purple figures in my collection.
Your top 10 what?
Purple figures in my collection.
Oh, purple. Yeah. All the colors of the rainbow, brother.
It's the most anticipated color. Everyone is just in the comments of all the other videos saying, "Can you do purple? Can you do purple? Can you do purple?"
Really?
Yeah.
That's odd. Odd request, but I rate it.
I actually made the list today. There was 12, and I've got to drop 2 out somehow. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, but we'll get there.
All right. Well,
maybe message me if you want to see a purple figure in there. People, send me a message and let me know which purple figure should go in my top 10.
Well, look, Phil is huge on purple. There you go.
Yeah.
The people have spoken, Aaron. The people want purple.
The people.
The people. All right.
The purple people.
It is
purple
time.
People. The purple people.
It's time because I'm starving. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight.
Yep.
And Aaron's frozen. He's back. Appreciate all your input, the questions, the banter, the laughs, listening to me talk about Marvel Legends. And thank you to Aaron for joining me over here, as always.
We'll have a great fresh idea next week. We'll come off the top turnbuckle again. Yeah, you gotta have up weeks and down weeks, don't you?
This is not a down week though. Like this is like, this is just two mates getting together with a bunch of other mates just talking shit. And that's how it should be sometimes. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Asher Viper is the best Viper. Thank you, Alan.
Sure.
Yeah.
Believe what you want to believe. Goodbye.